2024 is by far the worst year that I've ever heard in popular music. Everyone's been so preoccupied asking if pop music is dying that they haven't stopped to consider that maybe pop music is already dead. The #1 song right now, a bar song, Tipsy, is about to tie the record for the most weeks at #1 ever, yet I haven't met a single person in real life who even knows that song. Back in the 90s, Milli Vanilli got exposed for lip syncing. The record label knowingly deceived the public as to who the true singers of those songs were. How long until this happens with AI? And are we even confident that we'll know? I mean, the background music you're listening to right now was created with AI. Did you notice that? These are the worst songs of 2024. Let's start off by the fact that Sexy Red is only at number 24 and barely even made it onto this list. The low placement of the song can basically be attributed to the fact that this is pretty much exactly what I expected.
I'm seeing hints of a trans fella. Beneath his chosen identity, there is still a pussy, period.
Up next, we got J. Cole, casually being transphobic. It's very interesting that he had the foresight to name his mixtape Might Delete Later, and while he did delete one of the songs about Kendrick Lamar, he didn't delete this.
Word up on the streets is I got a bad reputation.
So, as some of you may know, I divide my lists into two sections, one for the hits and one for the songs that never charted on Billboard. So, when you see Ronnie Radke on this list in particular, that means it's because the song charted. Look, if you look closely behind me, you can even see Ronnie Radke's mugshot. And you know, you could see that decision to make that the album cover as a fuck you, or you could, like me, see it as a glorification of just horrendous behavior.
Lonely road, take me home.
Is there a genre this man won't shamelessly and lazily hop on?
This doesn't have to be some sort of mathematical equation. Slip off your jeans. Wait till I turn my light on.
This song feels like it was entirely created to play in the background in TJ Maxx so that people would be motivated to buy more rare beauty products. She seems so preoccupied on this weird sing-talking. Other than that, I got nothing to say about it.
You can't say me retarded. Shut up, midget. And I'm about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. My speech is free as his choice to choose gender is.
You see, so many people have been convinced that Gen Z is trying to cancel Eminem, that Eminem just stepped in and decided to cancel himself. In this song, he makes weird comments about short people and trans people, and yet it's all done under the guise of this persona. Personally, I don't understand the concept of making an album full of bigoted remarks with the message of actually these bigoted remarks are bad and we should leave this in the past. It almost seems like Eminem knew that this was profitable even though it wasn't right, and he wants to have his cake and eat it too. And I think it's even more despicable to say these things knowing that you don't believe them.
Put some miles on it, back of the Chevy with the...
Yeah, so this is possibly the most generic song to ever be created. You know, it's a song that I knew had to make it on the list, but I struggle to find the words of what exactly to say about it. I mean, what can you say about it? Marshmello has actually kind of struggled for relevance recently, have you noticed? So I guess that's why he brought Kane Brown back, because country's in right now.
I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. This song charted on the Billboard Hot 100, a fact that KSI obviously gloated about. Look, this song isn't great, I'm not gonna lie. But objectively speaking, the only reason it even charted and the only reason people got mad at it is because that KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast all created a knockoff Lunchables. Isn't that kind of funny? I mean, go back and listen to KSI's other songs like Holiday.
Feeling the heat and it feels right. Whenever you're here, it's a good time.
Do you really believe that this song is any worse? Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Rose, why is it on this list? I would be more surprised if a YouTuber didn't make this list. Point is, I just think the instrumentation is a little bit bland and it doesn't complement some of the vocal performances here. But yeah, look, this song was always gonna be on this list. I mean, I'm in my prime. That's shameless, bro. I mean, hey, I respect the hustle, but don't be surprised that there's pushback, you know?
That ass natural, I gotta have a look how I sit. Get on your ass, she gon' cram
the title to this song is truly ass. Every year, we've got to have a controversial pick. It is like the status quo. Why don't I like it? Actually, wait. The rest of the song ain't so bad. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Bruno does a good job. I'm changing my mind. Instead, I'm gonna go with a song that is much more controversial. Not like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
Actually, I just realized something. I put the wrong song up here. No, Meet the Grams. That one. You know, the highest rated song of all time on Album of the Year. Yeah, that's my pick.
Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator.
Like, it's so weird to see everyone be like, this song is truly vile, it's disgusting, and then praise it. Like, maybe it's not okay to, like, go into the specifics of naming this dude's parents and talking about how the child that they raised is a monster. I don't even want to repeat some of the stuff that he says in this song. And before you think that I'm giving Drake a pass, his time's coming. Believe me, we'll talk about him because his response makes him seem very guilty.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait.
We did it, guys. Nothing is sacred. David Guetta, I'm impressed. You truly outdid yourself this time. You sampled the Numa Numa song. You know? The one where the guy in the chair does this. I don't want to wait to see what you do next. I don't want to hear it.
You my little boo thing, so I'll give a hoot what you do, say girl, I know.
At one point in time, I was convinced that this was going to be my #1 least favorite song of the year. So for it to not even make the top 10 is truly shocking. And the reason it hasn't made the top 10 is because I'm just quite frankly sick of it. It might be the song on this list that I want to hear again the least. Well, of the hits anyway. Of course, you got your Best of My Love sample in there.
Oh, you got the best of my love.
But the truth is, this song sounds like it's stuck in 2015. You know, that era of weird corporate music. It just seems like there was very little effort put into this. The dude's obviously a one-hit wonder.
Hey, BBL Drizzy, they want a new body, they asked me for it.
Yeah, remember when I said that I'd get back to Drake? Well, we're back. So the producer, Metro Booming, tweeted out a beat called BBL Drizzy, challenging people to rap over it. Honestly, it was a great Twitter moment.
Kendrick Lamar, Trey.
But for Drake to rap over this beat, heavily criticizing and goofing on him, like, did he think that was cute? Did he think that was clever? And if you look on the screen very closely, you can see two bad bitches.
You wanna guess the color of my underwear? What I got going on down there? Try it, hide it, lick it, spit it, pull it to the side and get all up in.
Oh no! Another controversial pick. You wanna guess the color of my Brat t-shirt? You wanna guess the color of the wall back there? You wanna guess why I wanted to wear this shirt and how I felt when I saw that I couldn't? I spent $50 on this shirt solely so that I could wear it in this video while talking about this song, only to forget that I have a green screen behind me so that I can't wear it. I want my money back. I don't care how hot you think you are, charging $50 for this shit should be an unforgivable sin. You want to talk about Brat Summer? How about Broke Bitch Autumn? I like Brat. I know, shocker, right? I like the album. But this was, by far, my least favorite song off of the album. And for it to be the biggest hit, despite not even being on the standard edition of the album, that's just like an ultimate middle finger to me specifically. I mean, this is the one track, the one song on the album that I despised. I openly bashed it from day one. I was like, oh, yeah, I can see why this didn't make the album. The Billie Eilish version is better. I can see what they were doing with that. They polished some things there. I think Billie's verse adds to the song. I like the breakdown that they do towards the end. getting away that easily by sampling Technologic by Daft Punk and then making the lyrics, "You wanna guess the color of my underwear?" I just find the lyrics of the song to be gross and weird. Charlie likes boys, but she knows I'd hit it. I see people on Twitter try to frame that it's misogynistic or homophobic to be against that line. They often claim, well, what about when men do that? Yes, it's disgusting when men do that. And I think that this is no different. Like, okay, I understand that, like, Charlie approved the song, right? But, you know, Nicki surely approved those lyrics on Only, too.
I never fuck Nikki cause she got a man, but when that's over, then I'm first in line.
It doesn't make it less predatory and weird when they did it. I agree. The double standards are weird and bad. That is why I remain consistent. Well, anyway, now we're on to the top 10. And if it makes you feel better, pretty sure this is gonna be the last controversial pick. I mean, I briefly considered putting Pink Pony Club on this list just to see the look on your faces. All right, now let's get into the top 10. Already, we've gone over some of the worst songs of the year. How could it possibly get worse? Well, it does. Honestly, I'd be surprised if a single one of you actually remember this song. And those of you that do are probably surprised that it came out this year. What's crazy about Lil Nas X is he's proven so many times that he's not this one-hit wonder. Especially after Old Town Road, he came out with Montero, which to this day, I think is one of the best songs of the decade. It broke a lot of ground for queer artists, and it was just really catchy, really fun. It was a statement song. See, the problem is that Lil Nas X, instead of continuing to innovate, is just deciding to copy-paste. I guess he took the wrong message as to why Montero was so successful. Because this song truly has nothing to say. It just screams desperation. The music video looks like Montero Part 2.
Let 'em slide, yeah, that's you. Tell 'em come outside, baby, we ain't it's all for take. You know that I'm ready.
And that song came out like, what, 4 years ago at this point? And the thing is, he's clearly trying to offend the Christians again to help get free promotion for his song. But quite honestly, the outrage is about the only promotion that the song even got. This song did not do well. It barely charted on the Hot 100. And the reason you can tell it didn't do well is because Lil Nas X actually tried to apologize for the outrage.
I do apologize for that. I know, like, you know, I messed up, like, really bad this time. And I can act unbothered all I want, but it's definitely, like, taking a mental toll on me. I do want my Christian fans to know that I am not against you.
The song just ain't that good, okay? Just because you are trying to offend Christians doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have a hit single. And especially now, it just feels like you're playing those same tricks once again. See, like, the main problem with the song is that the chorus doesn't feel bombastic. It doesn't feel huge. Is he about to give him something roll? I don't know, make a good song first.
You never got the meat popper, he's sweet proper.
So back when Pink Friday 2 was first being released, Nicki Minaj posted something on Twitter that excited a lot of fans. She said that Billie Eilish was gonna be on the album, on the opening track, and that it was this beautiful verse. It made her cry, and everyone was so excited. The album was just about to drop. This caught people off guard. They were like, all right, Billie Eilish, Nicki Minaj, the song's gonna be huge. It's gonna be incredible.
Man, let's go. Billie Eilish confirmed on the intro of Pink Friday 2. I can't wait to hear how this sounds.
And then the song dropped, and it's just when the party's over. Like, the first 45 seconds of the song is completely unchanged. And even when she does start rapping, like, you can tell that she's trying to send a message, but I'm just so baffled and overall disappointed by this track. It doesn't redeem it. It's shocking.
I get money, I'm a star.
So fun fact about the song, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts one day and I just heard this and I thought to myself, oh gosh, is that chorus? Start. Like, literally, my biggest pet peeve in music is repeating the same word with the same note over and over again and calling that a chorus. Like, imagine if I made a review and all I said was, this song is bad, 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 bad. Yes, does that sound catchy to you? It's like it tapped into like a little cheat code. It's like, congratulations, it's stuck in your head. Doesn't make it good though. As for the featured artist of the song, who I believe is Japanese, I don't want to speculate on whether she's respecting the culture or the language. That's not my conversation to have. All I know is he doesn't save the song.
する挨拶 I'm so happy ありがたいな
Yeah, so I was immediately shocked to learn that this was actually a charting hit. Even for someone like me who like follows the charts, stuff like this can fly off my radar. Guess who's back? Back again! Eminem! You managed to outdo yourself this time. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Except I'm not. Managed to sample the Abracadabra song, but instead you're like, just like that and I'm back, bruh.
Abracadabra, just like that and I'm back, bruh.
I fully 100% believe that the song's popularity was entirely due to nostalgia and nothing else. You know, for instance, if your last album does really well, you kind of have a lot of goodwill. So the lead single to your next album could absolutely suck. But because the previous album sold so many records, it's automatically going to become a hit. This song being the prime example, also proven by the fact that, are there any other hits on this album? I didn't think so. That Tobey Maguire song, do you still remember that?
Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat.
No, you don't. You put these transphobic lines in the song thinking that everyone was gonna get so offended. Well, we're not. I'm offended that you thought this was offensive.
He'd probably say that everything is gay. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. If I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it.
Like, you thought that that was gonna win over the right. You thought that that was gonna win over that crowd. And for some reason, it worked. Okay, so this is the song on the list that I'm just merely confused by the most. Camila Cabello, she tried to go this hyperpop route. Honestly, on paper, that sounds interesting. You know, Charlie XCX really broke through this year. This doesn't offer anything. And look, I know that some of you are gonna say that it's actually not that bad and, you know, you like Playboy Cardi. That chorus is ass. I mean, it just sounds like she's trying to do this.
Lock it. Unlock it. I got it. Yeah.
Like, the thing is, I'm not even mad about her trying to, like, you know, take inspiration. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem when you do that and the song is just not good. It's just like worse than the songs that you're trying to imitate, even though those songs weren't even hits or popular in the first place. At the end of the day, the song just left me more confused than anything, and just reinforces the idea that, you know, Camila Cabello, she had her time, but yeah, that's it.
She's a winner, champion, superhuman, number one. It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it.
Donald Trump won the election. Yeah, I know. You didn't know. Is this the 2024 equivalent of Rachel Platten's fight song?
This is our fight song. Take back my life song.
The baffling thing about this song is that its message about feminism feels entirely 2015 BuzzFeed coded. It's extremely surface level without any real critical thought whatsoever. But I know what you're thinking. You want me to address the elephant in the room, Dr. Luke. Look, choosing to work with Dr. Luke is one thing, right? The dude undeniably has hits. And if you don't believe me, go to like the 2011, 2010 year-end list and just like click on a random song. Dr. Luke probably produced that. So, you know, to some extent, working with him makes a little bit of sense, especially considering that Katie's last album didn't do that hot. But if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna make this morally questionable choice, the absolute last thing that you would ever wanna do is to bring attention to this fact by making your entire song an anthem for women's empowerment. Because nothing says women's empowerment more than produced by an alleged rapist. It just reminds me of that one audio on TikTok that people use when they post their dog.
She's so brave, she's well behaved, she is not afraid.
But the thing is, like, if this song was released in 2015, I genuinely think it would have 1 billion views on YouTube. Because this is the sort of thing that is extremely tone deaf for 2024, but in 2015, this would have been a hit. I think the song sucks too, but is it really that much worse than This Is How We Do?
It's no big deal. This is how we do. Yeah, chillin' laid back street.
Or Birthday?
Cover your eyes. I have a surprise. Make it like your body part every day.
You know, it's crazy. If you would have told somebody a decade ago that Katy Perry would fall off this hard, I don't know if they'd believe you. Like, she was on top of the world. She tied Michael Jackson for most #1 hit singles on a single album. There was a moment in time where she was genuinely bigger than Taylor Swift. So I know that a lot of you are probably upset about the results of this election. But it seems like the American public decided that they didn't want to be living in a woman's world. And I just have to assume that it's because they listened to this song. Because if that were the case, then I'd actually kind of understand.
Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man.
The non-hits list is that way. Wait, Ben Shapiro? Ben fucking Shapiro? Oh no. Wait, he's rapping?
It's my money like Liz, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap.
Ben Shapiro is rapping? Hold on, wait a second. Doesn't he like make that long rant about how rap isn't real music?
So beyond the subjectivity of me just not enjoying rap all that much, it is basically effectively spoken rhythm. And so it's not actually a form of music.
Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun.
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is not music, but Tom MacDonald, that's some real shit. And of course the song is like a giant reference to Facts Don't Care About Your Feelings, aka the thing that made Ben Shapiro famous in the first place. Tom MacDonald, of course, is doing his same old shit. Are we surprised? No. But you just gotta love that in Ben Shapiro's rap debut, his verse is about how all these other rappers are selling drugs.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs,
They're promoting guns.
we ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles.
Which is weird because I thought that like promoting guns was like a conservative thing. Whatever. Oh, and they're promoting strippers. That's what rap music is. Don't ever show Ben Shapiro To Pimp a Butterfly. I think he'll have a panic attack. The thing I hate the most about frickin' Tom MacDonald is that every once in a while, he'll make a somewhat decent hook. Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel. I hope I offend you. I asked myself, what would Ben do? I mean, there's a reason he is more popular than all the other MAGA rappers.
Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fault. I'm breaking their hearts like.
So I literally collaborated with an artist called Young Butt Piss. Yet I feel like that guy's songs have more to say than whatever this does. I mean, what am I supposed to make of this? I think the most offensive thing about this song is that she thought that that line was so clever and so cheeky that she decided to make it the lead single. Like in reality, it just proves that she just doesn't care. Yeah, when this album came out, it flopped miserably and just proved everyone right that she truly was a flash in the pan. But are we really shocked? Look, I keep saying Boy's a Liar was a good song because of Pink Pantheress. The Ice Spice verse was a fluke, and you can tell because she hasn't been able to replicate it.
That bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, but you still a small fry.
The bitch fell off. I said,
Get up on your good foot. Fuck you, get shot with no scars.
The fact that the song is only a #2 should say it all because the song is a giant #2. Bigfoot, get it? Because Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot. Oh God, this song just screams pure embarrassment. And that's just proof by the fact that the top review for the song right now is just the dictionary definition of retirement. This is incredibly immature. I mean, the entire reason that the song even exists is that there was allegedly a lyric on Megan Thee Stallion's last song about her husband, who's a sex offender, and that's coming right from Genius. How truly vile and mean-spirited. How low do you have to stoop for this? But you know what the kicker is? You wanna know what the worst part of this song is? Is that the song essentially ends. It's over. The beat fades out. And she keeps going. She keeps going for like another minute, almost like 2 minutes. And I'm just like, oh my God, the song never ends. And she just keeps vaguely talking about, oh, you don't want to provoke me.
Shit gonna get uglier than Ken Barbie. And also, I'd like to say, I'm very serious. The things that you've lied about will all play the reindeer games.
Oh, you don't want the next installment of this song. An installment that never came, by the way. Yeah, Nicki, it's not looking good for you. The crazy thing is that Megan Thee Stallion won this beat without saying a single word because she didn't have to. Nicki just made herself look that bad. All right, well, 23 songs down. We only have one song left to go. And guys, for the first time ever, I am breaking my own rules. Because even though the fact that the song never charted, I feel like the fact that it didn't chart is almost even more of a testament to why it should be number one. That's because this is a song by Drake. All of his songs chart. But he released a song this year that was not only heavily talked about by pretty much everybody, it didn't chart. And of course, I'm talking about The Heart Part 6. What else could it be?
This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. Huh? Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. I just made the whole connection.
First of all, he misreads the text.
I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested.
You thought you were making this power move by titling it after his Heart series. Now it just makes you look like a fan. Clearly, the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef is one of the things that this year is going to be remembered for most. This is definitely the biggest, most influential rap battle that I've lived to see. I mean, what compares to this? Eminem versus Machine Gun Kelly? But now, no one took Machine Gun Kelly that seriously. I mean, even the loser, the undeniable loser of this beef, Drake, he is one of the most successful artists of all time. And people were ready to see him fall. Because, you see, this response is one of the worst I've ever heard. And I've heard I Admit by R. Kelly. I've heard Toxic Gossip Train by Colleen Ballinger. This song managed just to top it. Because none of those other songs that I mentioned ever said, this Epstein angle is the shit that I expected. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested. Oh, you're calling me a pedophile? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you would do. Well, guess what? I'm famous. If I was a pedophile, why am I not in jail? Was P. Diddy too famous for the shit you just suggested? Or what about Michael Jackson? I bet you forgot about those allegations, huh? Or what about the line where he just completely misunderstands the point of a Kendrick Lamar song and tries to make it seem like, oh, you got molested? Well, that explains it. It's so bad. This just proves it. He's not beating the ghostwriter allegations. There are so many weird and disturbing lyrics in this song. I can't even go over them all. It's just truly shocking to hear it from one of the biggest artists of our generation. Drake isn't in the conversation anymore. He had a good run. He's over. I can't believe we're saying this. For years, for seemingly over a decade at this point, this entire community has just been like, okay, when is Drake gonna be over? When is he gonna stop getting hits? And folks, we did it. Now Chris Brown, I don't know. Chris Brown is less canceled than Drake right now, and that's a weird turn of events. Police, let there not be a Chris Brown hit single of 2025. And the thing is, like, you know, Drake released songs after this, and people stopped caring. They didn't stream it. Quite frankly, I never thought I'd see the day. It's truly a glorious moment in pop music, and just a wonderful way to celebrate this year. Except for the fact that we still got 100 songs to go. Yeah, so as bad as the songs were on this list, there are songs, like, at number 90 in this year's overall list that would have made the top 10 last year. I'm stunned, okay? Look, to put in perspective just how bad this list is, only the top 5 songs, Woman's World and Up, would have made this top 100. And with that out of the way, these are the worst songs overall of 2024.
Wow, it's your suck for music. There's so much, where do I even start? I'm a beat like JoJo, we don't like